peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't meaning them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. Quickly to the air is Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Wilson. Fights through it. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
What? 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now Wilson on second down. This pass caught by Himmler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Williams is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Bruno Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On third and goal, Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. caught by Montgomery. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Bears had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Fields throwing again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Chubb. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Second and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. There's Wilson to throw. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fields. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The slot man in motion right. Fields on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it at the point of attack. Find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give them credit for that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up kicking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run it again with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bears 14. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Buying time to his left. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
31, Bears, 14. Brendan McManus to the kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Fields on first down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A big loss on the play.
After the sack on first down, Fields. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. And it's caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Here's Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And one last throw here for Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Broncos, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. We not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie.